on the video, and get involved with the United Way TV. And because we want to bring the top journalists in the business, give them your interviews, and you will. We want you to be part of the community, so please click that like on the video, keep sharing. We know most of you, and also go to the tablets, guys. I want to asking the question: should United move on if Branthwaite, if Everton is not ready to compromise on Branthwaite's price? Should United move on? That's the big question we are asking today. Should just tell me what you think. Do you think it's necessary that United start making a decision on Branthwaite? Because the situation here is a bit strange. It's a strange one. We know very well that the problem with United now is we are trying to manage our new team. We are trying to be very professional. Since we had the new investors, let's put them this way, investors in Manchester United, things are already getting in hand. But guys, I would love you to click the like on the video. Please share this video with all our fans. Share it in all your social media, and go I want to get your views on that question, because Branthwaite is a local lad. It's a player which plays in the Premier League. He is an established player, and he is a player which, established player in the sense that he is a player which United are really looking very close to him. Hopefully that we can get a deal. So get involved and tell us your views on that. I will tell you guys my views. I don't like to sit on the fence, because that's who I am. I don't sit on the fence, and I often tell you guys what it is. But yeah, we'll talk about Branthwaite. We'll talk about Joao Neves, the latest news. Fabrizio Romano has come out and given some latest news in regard to his players. We'll talk about Zirkzee also. These are the three players. Give you guys my opinion on the United team, and please make sure you do that. You do that. Whenever I come, come online, I get people like this. Get people like this. I think it's just high time to just go to. Let me say, just what should I do? I need to have moderators here who are going to be blocking all these idiots doing text here. Anyway, guys, here we are. I just got rid of a certain lady who is trying to advertise his job here on the stream. But yeah, this will be a 30-minute stream. That's what we do. We push it more than that, or 30 minutes, if you guys really get involved. But yeah, let me just give you guys the latest news. And the latest news here is the Gerard Branthwaite. United now, if you haven't seen the video, a video will be up about my reaction in regards to Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has done something. I really break it down. I will really encourage you to go and watch that video. It will be uploaded sometime after the stream. Sir Jim Ratcliffe break down the vision on how he wants United to operate, how he wants United to go forward. And there is a secret which I just explained to my viewers about what I really break it down and explain why I think Sir Jim Ratcliffe is doing this. How is the relationship in between Manchester United and Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the legacy he wants to build. It is not just a money-making exercise. I think Sir Jim Ratcliffe wants to do something for this club. Will he succeed? Only time will tell, but go and watch that video. It will be up after this. I think basically I'll put it under this video when it is uploaded. It's a pre-recorded video. It's not a live stream. So in regards to Gerard Branthwaite, and guys, keep chucking the questions. If you do have questions, you don't have to pay. Just ask it. If you have a question, drop them below. Look, if you want to talk about Manchester United, fine. They are sports entertainment. You want to talk about Manchester United, fine, but you shouldn't spam here. We are talking about football. If you have your project, I'm happy to tell people, but try to respect those people who are here just for what we are doing. Welcome to the channel. If you want to be part of it, you're free to do so. So let's go straight with the news. I don't need someone to disturb me for now. So Branthwaite, the situation with Gerard Branthwaite is that Manchester United have put their statement. They have drawn a line. They have drawn a line in Branthwaite and Gerard Branthwaite. What they want, they have done is they really don't want to be taken advantage of. I said this in some of my videos. I said the problem is that Ineos wants to do things a little bit different. What is different? What was the usual way? If you remember when we wanted, that was 6 years ago, or so, 5 or 6 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, when we bought a certain Sanchez. We bought Sanchez out of a panic way. So United are trying to have a method, we try to have a pattern here in the way they approach player. We will want a player, we will give all the effort to the player, but if the club is not really wanting to be rational, we should move on. I think in this view, in my view, in regards to the Jared Brathwaite, it is very simple. I think Jared Brathwaite should, if he wants to come, he has to be, if he wants to come to Manchester United. To some extent, whenever we keep talking about these players, guys, please click the like on the video. I want to see your likes. If you can get the likes, if we can get 20 likes in this video, we will push the stream further for you guys. So keep liking the video. That will be very helpful for us. I can see you're already we are already on 6 likes. So come on, just keep liking the video. We'll bring people here and it will be more interactive. So I say my situation with Jared Bradford is very simple. He needs to show that he wants to play for Manchester United. Well, he needs to show that. I think that's not the right way to put it. He needs to show that he's ambitious. If he wants to stay in Everton, Everton used to have a Russian investor. He is not there. The money is in there. Those free money is in there. So if he wants to stay in Everton, he should stay. Everton will never give him. He earns 40,000 pounds a week. Everton will not even give him 80,000 a week. Don't even talk about 100. So I think that if he wants to move on, he wants to step up his game, he should discuss with the Everton teams. His agent should discuss with the Everton management, and they should get a deal. The problem is there. Some people are talking about that this deal is kind of it reminds people of the deal of Harry Maguire. There's a huge difference between him and Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire was more or less an established defender in the Premier League. Gerard Bradford could be a one-off. Who knows? I have seen things in football. I have seen players who have been advertised in football. I told you guys in the 90s, I used to watch a lot the Italian football. There used to be things happen with players. There used to be a player in Italy, Giorgio Lentini. Most of you might not even know him. He was way better. He was at the level of the Messis in dribbling. They were not. Giorgio Mantini. Every people on Giorgio Lentini. Only people who know football will know such a player. He played for Milan. Then he had an accident. That's it. So there are a lot of players we have seen here. We have a De La Peña. They have a lot of prospect in players, which there is a risk in that. And football is going to another direction. Now we are in a buyer's market. We are not in a seller's market, in the sense that people who want to buy players, they're on the front foot. They're ready to negotiate, but they're on the front foot. This is what I mean. And for us to be relevant, for us to make deals, we need to show that our system has changed. Everybody knows United is a top brand. We have the finance. It's not me saying it. It's a Jim saying that our brand recognition is up there with Coca-Cola. Well, not with, but closer to it, because everybody knows Manchester United Football Club. Very few people know the city Manchester, and that is what Sir Jim said. Don't take my words for it. So Jared Brathwaite, I think Jared Brathwaite is a player which it would for us bringing Brathwaite to Manchester United, it would depend more on Brathwaite than us. We need to show our ability. We need to show our intent, which that's what we are doing. We have made a bid. United, and by the way, United have made a bid of 35 million pounds plus add-ons, which is 40 million euros plus add-ons. I think in this position presently, United shouldn't go more than 40. The last bid for Jared Brathwaite will be 40, and that's it with add-ons. Add-ons are what, and that's how we have to move forward. We have heard Everton are trying to go around it, because Everton are trying to sell players to Aston Villa. They have done a deal with Aston Villa in order to cut their spending rate. So what we should do is we should go to Everton. We have a good relationship with Everton. Don't forget, there's a player which we sold to Everton, I think 25 million pounds. He plays the midfielder. What's his name? He played for our reserve team, and we sold him to Everton. And Everton, we have actually a good relationship. We have done deals with Everton in the past, and we have to just be honest with Everton, saying, you know what? This is what we have. This is what we will pay in performance fee. And if you want it, fine. If you don't want it, we can just make it clear for us. We will not be playing this cat and mouse game. We can go for another player. And if we do that this season, we will become relevant again in the football market. People will know we are in for business. It is so vital that we do this. That we show it. I just want all of you to understand that it is so vital that Manchester United come out with a character in terms of negotiation. If we go, we pull on a lot of time on Braithwaite, then it happens that we go and pay what is needed. We are effed. It is over. It's basically over. United will not be able to influence because it will be clear that we have nothing having changed in regards to the club. So that is where I am. Let's move to the second big news. Yeah, in regards to United, this is what has come out. There is a twist, and this is for Manchester Evening News and also other news. They say Manchester United are bracing for a fresh Neves battle as transfers race takes another twist. Why? Because there's something going on with Joao Neves. Joao Neves is a player which has been highly scouted by Manchester United. We are trying to look for players who will play with Kobe Menu in that midfield. There are some that are free agents. The French player comes to mind. But Joao Neves is the player that United and most football pundits today believe that he is a player that can really gel and with Kobe Menu. And why do they think that? Yeah, why is it that Joao Neves is important? The only thing that keeps him important is not only his age. Guys, please make sure you click the like on the video if you're jumping in, so we can bring in more fans into our stream. So, why is Joao Neves so important? The reason is he is young, he's aggressive, he's technically good. He hasn't made any impact. He hasn't started any game for Portugal yet, but he is considered, he is highly rated there. The biggest minus in this deal is the price. You cannot price, I mean, with the situation going on here, is that he has been priced for 120 million euros. I think the Portuguese league are taking the rest of the leagues for I mean for well, I don't want to say for fools is business. They are taking advantage of the other leagues. The thing is that it is very simple to understand the way football works in the European market. In general, football is played by the poor, watched by the middle class and the poor, sponsored and managed by the wealthy people. So the situation here is Portuguese is a league that is very um, democratic. I can use the word democratic. I would say flexible. I could say tolerant league. It gives an opportunity for young stars to express themselves. So what basically is going on is you investing into Portuguese league is the only best way to invest in Portuguese league. It gives young players to express themselves, so, and that is a massive investment for the league. So what they do is they try to sell the talents which have performed, but it doesn't guarantee that these players who have played in Portuguese league will be successful. If I'm making sense. So that's where we are with this Portuguese league. Guys, click the like on the video. Thanks for all of you liking, by the way. We have 10 likes. If we hit 20 likes already, we are heading for a record of the week in less than 30 minutes. So let's do it. And guys, please subscribe because we'll be doing this every day. 10 o'clock UK time. Meet us here. Tell us your view. Drop your questions if you do have any questions below, and we will get back to you. But the poll is there. We are asking, should Manchester United move on if Braithwaite is overpriced? And for now we have 88%. 16 of you have voted. 88% are saying that yes, we should move on, and that's the character I want. We need to show some balls as a team. I think we need to feel that we have been acquired by people who know what they are doing. We shouldn't go. There is no messing up in Manchester United this period after this time around. There is no wood. There is ironwood. Let me put it this way. Does that make sense? Wood, iron, wood. Anyway, it just came out from my mind. Well, but anyway, coming back to the story, yeah, about Joao Neves, highly rated player. Cristiano Ronaldo spoken about this guy, and you have people like also Bruno Fernandes giving him credits for his attitude as a football player, how aggressive he is, energetic, and yeah. So I think United, we are trying to show our cards now, because it's about time. The fans need to understand what direction that Manchester United wants to take in regards to to sales. Where do United wish to go? What is the vision for Manchester United going forward? So it's, as I said, we are going in for a second bid. The story that Manchester United are going in for went for a first bid for Neves. It is true. Back then, when I said it on the video, I was a bit skeptical because I thought it was a local thing. But if we're reading now that United has gone for a second bid, and that means the story is true. We went for a second bid, and if I don't know if you guys have realized this, since when Ineos came in, we try Ineos. One of the biggest success of Ineos is that they have guys, we have 20 of you watching. Please click the like on the video. Thanks for all of you liking. Subscribe to the channel. Meet us here every time. It will be fun. Drop your comments. If you do have any questions below, drop them below. So if I don't know if you have realized this, but since when Ineos came in as owners of Manchester United, what has happened is they have worked so hard to do things behind the window. They have played around the journalists. If you have realized that, we all knew Eric Ten Hag would be sacked. There was a story saying that he would be sacked before. No matter what happens in the finals, it didn't happen. We got out of the blue last winter that we have signed the CEO, who was a new CEO, who was the CFO of Man City. We got Wilcox. We went on. We got also Ashley. Dan Ashford. So United are moving to a different direction, which it is so easy to overlook. But I can see that there is a difference from the Ineos group. That is why I am so happy that Ineos is kind of showing their cards how they want to play. There are many things we will get it wrong when it comes to Ineos. But one thing is clear, is that Ineos wants to create an impact, and that impact will be seen in this transfer market. And I want to tell you guys something. The impact will not be about buying the toppest players. It will be about how we behave in the transfer market. We show our intentions. We walk out of deals that are not ready, that people want to take advantage of Manchester United, and we do things on our terms. It should be a fair market, guys. Please click the like on the video. We have 18 of you watching. Click the like on the video, subscribe. Somebody liked the video, that's why you came, so help to do that. I want to see all of you here, so make sure you do that. Subscribe. We want to hit exactly 10,000 subscribers before the season starts. I know with you we can do it. Believe me, I know we can do it. So let's do it. We are now on 3-3. We are just less than 7,000 to hit our mark. We want to bring in top journalists here, and I think most of you will help us in this journey. So as I was talking about Neves, I think he's a young, explosive player. I think he's a player which he seems to be a very ambitious player. For this age, trying to move on out of Portugal, it seems to be something you have to admire. But again, it's been reported even by Fabrizio Romano, who has come out and said for his contacts that that Porto has been advised to reduce their demanding price. So which means Manchester, they might go. I think this is a deal with which United can close it. This is, if you talk about expensive deals, this will be a deal that United can get for 65 million pounds, which is roughly nowadays like something around 80 million euros. And it will be at least a 5-6 year deal. 6 years deal, 5+1 or 6+1 deal. So I think it's a deal where United will be ready to go into. But I'm not saying it's going to work. The money is the transfer is so huge. But what I think is that we will know as time goes on, because United, there are certain players which United will like to move on. We'll talk about that later, and I will come out with a stream here telling you guys, wanting to listen to you. I would love to hear from you what players you would like to see leave Manchester United. It won't be on this one, but we'll do it sometime. Maybe tomorrow is Sunday. That will be fine. And so as I said, Joao Neves is a player which United, you should look very closely. I think we're coming clearly. But the Manchester Evening News also have come out with certain players. But let me just go straight with last choices because, and this is the story of the time. This is Zirkzee. Zirkzee is a player which I think it is. This is a funny one. We have, if you have been watching the contents here, we have been explaining you the situation with Zirkzee, and that actually United Zirkzee is a player which is will cost United 35 million pounds, right? 40 million euros. An attacker, Dutch international in the Euros, tall player, good in build-up play, very physical player. He likes to be part of the build-up play, as I said earlier. Just like he is kind of like Harry Kane. Not sure about his conversion records, but he is not the worst player. He is a good player. He's a young player, 23, if I'm not mistaken. And the problem here with Zirkzee is that he has a release clause. And for those of you who don't understand how it works in transfer, because I work with a transfer agent, I've told you guys many times, is there are two types of transfer. Either you go and negotiate a fee, which has been placed by a player, a club, by a player. No. There's a fixed fee, right? There's a clause, buyout clause. So it could be 50 million, it could be 10 million. If you can meet up that valuation of the clause that is made by the club, then, sorry guys, a little bit cold here, feeling a little bit strange. But there is a clause here, which if you can meet the clause, if it's 10 million, it's yours. But normally, what agents have done is, because the clause of a player, buying a player, is negotiated between the agent and, let me see, the player's team, his agent, and the club. There's some lessons here you can learn about how transfers are done. Because the clause is negotiated between the club and the agent always has a fee in it. So in this case, there's a 50 million euros or a 50 million euros fee for the agent, for anyone who wants to buy a 34 million attacker. So that's where Manchester United is quite to negotiate. We are trying to negotiate. Guys, click the like on the video. Thanks for all of you joining. Please subscribe to the channel and be part of our community. You guys are legends. Look, let me tell you this. As I said earlier, that this guy Zirkzee, right? The thing with the Zirkzee contract is Joshua Zirkzee is, we first heard that there is this clause which is 15 million for the agent, and Milan was really favorites. Fabrizio Romano said it was Milan. Milan is favorites in this deal, which we have all dwell on. And what happened? We heard Manchester United, Milan is going out of the deal because they're not ready to pay the agent fee. Then we heard that Zirkzee is trying to put in his brother into the contract. So the club who buys Zirkzee needs to also sign his brother. So there's it's a negotiating process. I know some of you are frustrated, but this is a negotiating process in football where you always, when you have the power, as Zirkzee has the power to choose a club, you can always put things, they call it clauses. Yeah, you can put these clauses in. Some even put their mother use. I mean, we have heard situation in football where clubs buy parents' houses in order to acquire their kids. So this is not new in football. What is new in today's transfer market, which I told you guys earlier, is that we are now in a buyer's market. We are in a market where those people, those of you selling, don't have an advantage. You see what I mean? So for you to be, so for those of you who want to, those who are the selling part is not the selling part of the equation, hasn't the power that it used to have. So that is what I was just trying to inform you guys here in regards to this year market. So tell me what you think about this Zirkzee deal. Is it what you think is United need? Do you think he will be a good addition to the club? Does Rasmus Holland need that competition? Obviously, my view, yes. Obviously, my view, I think Rasmus Holland will welcome such a competition. Obviously, it will help United very well play several competitions. We are in the European Cup. We need to have a team that we can rotate, considering all the games we will have a season. And this is what most fans don't try to grasp. So go, please. We have this poll. We'll be closing the poll soon. Should United move on if Branthwaite is overpriced? And you have 88% still. We have 25 of you who have voted. Yeah, and Yeah, so I'm in in the camp where I think United should move on if it doesn't work out. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But we tried. In life, you always need to try. There are a lot of things we try in life, which, well, if it does work, fine. If it doesn't work, we move on. That is where I think we should go with that one. So what's going on again with the news? We have heard also. Let's talk about news which are technically Manchester United related. Maybe you haven't heard that. They said, about Olise, Michael Olise, the Nigerian French. I know some of you hate that saying that. Well, he's a French international, but he's a Nigerian origin. Yeah, he plays for Crystal Palace. We have heard United. We were so interested in buying this player. Crystal Palace want to have everything, want to have the most on this player, and the situation here is that we heard that Chelsea was interested. Chelsea could go for it. Now, the latest news is that Chelsea is out of the race of Elise as Bayern Munich close it on Elise. I think Bayern are trying to get a very top club. Another news is we know that Bayern also. Bayern has made a bid for Palino. There's Palino, the player who plays for who plays for Fulham, the Brazilian. Is it Paulino is Brazilian? No, Paulino is Portuguese. I used to think he's a Brazilian, but he plays for the Portuguese national team, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So Paulino, 40 million. Yeah. And there was this story that we have that Manchester United trying to get Conor Gallagher. Why? Because Chelsea have to sell. If you haven't watched the video, which I did break down and reacted to, on Sir Jim Ratcliffe's interview, I think you will learn a lot from it. You have to watch it. I will put the link below this video. You have to watch it because he really exposed certain things, and I think football is moving to a different direction that most of us we haven't seen this for ages. That's where we are moving football now. Today's football isn't the football which we knew back then. Guys, thanks for all of you subscribing. Thanks for all of you clicking the like on the video. We are just 8 more likes to hit our record. 20 likes is our record. 8 more likes. So guys, please click the like on the video and share this video on all your social media platform, and get involved every 10 o'clock UK time. You can join us here on our live stream, and we'll be doing pre-recorded videos as well. So that's not something you shouldn't be worried. We'll get you guys covered on that. So we talk about the defenders who United wanted to bring. Maguire, who plays for the English team. But by the way, I must say this. I think those of you who were Southgate, not Southgate out, who were not happy listening that Southgate will be our new manager, you were correct, because to be fair, Southgate hasn't. Southgate has proven that he is not good enough. Yeah, he's not good enough. I mean, you have a bunch of talented players. Southgate, his in-game management. I'll tell you guys something. A friend of mine who is a Brit, he lives in Dubai. I mean, he's an old Manchester United fan. We're talking about someone which is like over, like close to 50 years supporting United. I mean, he's so disappointed with this team, and he thinks Southgate it's time to move on with Southgate. So it's not me saying it. He's just like most people who are in there. So what is the paper talking again today in regard to Manchester United? Um, the player Nico Williams, right? Nico Williams, who plays for Spain. Nico Williams, right? So many United fans were talking about Manchester United buying him, Nico Williams. Very good player. I was like, who the hell is this player from Real Sociedad? 21 years of age. Very good player. I think he is kind of Guinean. Yeah, he plays for France national teams. For the national team, he plays for Atletico Bilbao, Athletic Club Bilbao, and very, very, very exciting player. Everybody was talking about Manchester United bringing him, but it seems as if Arsenal are in the race now. We know that it's written here on transfer talks here that Arsenal makes Spain winger Nico Williams their preference somehow target. Uh, and I was just talking about the English job, and we're hearing that Mourinho Pochettino, has already been seen as one of those potential people taking Gareth Southgate's game. Sorry, Gareth Southgate's position as the English manager. That would be interesting. Um, so yeah, that's the latest news. We're trying to broke out the news now because we what we do here is we basically talk about football. Then the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes, what we do is we give you guys news also in general in the Premier League and other news because we are a United fan channel. We talk more about United. But yeah, talking about United, let's give you guys this news. So it was Marcus Rashford's brother who came out and the last game that England played, where I say we. I mean, I'm not English. Where England drew, Marcus Rashford's brother dropped a tweet by saying, he was basically saying that if Rashford was in the Euros, he would have had an impact with the team. I don't know. I don't know if that was a smart thing to do, but I just think that Rashford just needs to be low profile, and we need to start talking about him again only after he starts shining and playing good football for Manchester United. So I won't leave here also but without talking about another news about a Manchester United interest for another player playing in France, but this time he's not European, he's not even South American. He's American somehow. Well, he's Canadian, Jonathan David. We heard a lot about Jonathan David last year. You remember the attacker for Lille? And we are hearing that Lille are ready to sell the player. I've watched Jonathan David play. If I were putting my position as a scouter, I think he is a very aggressive. He is kind of like Rasmus also. He's quite aggressive. The thing is that the way United wants to play this season, you might ask the question. I don't know if you guys have noticed. United, when we go to the market this season, what United does is we go for players who can play the high press. This is a reason why most of us, maybe you included, you think Harry Maguire should move on. We think Scott McTominay should move on if we get a good replacer. But what I'm trying to say is, I think that United are going for youth because we will be very aggressive. That is the playing style. United will not choose the Man City style, which is a bit lazy, sometimes counter-attacking dominance. But I think United will go more on players with a high energy. That is where we have to go, guys. If you're jumping in, please click the like on the video, subscribe to the channel. We have 17 of you watching at the moment. We want to hit 20 likes. If we can hit 20 likes, that will be our record here for our live stream. We wanted to do 30 minutes, but you guys have gone again above 10 likes, and now we're on our 34th minutes now. But anyway, let me just continue. I want to say this, that United, we want to play a high pressing. The only way you play a high pressing, you need to get a well-drilled team. So how do you get a well-drilled team? You need players who are still very young and energetic, So if you watch, I don't know if you watched Austria yesterday, Austria versus, was it Poland? Yeah, Austria versus Poland. It was really an energetic performance from Austria. And for all of you guys who were trying to criticize Ralf Rangnick, not Ralf Dukan, but Ralf Rangnick, you guys, I think he proved all of you wrong. Ralf Rangnick is not he's not like a massive technician, but he's a guy who has a system, his Gengen pressing system, which is more based on energetic football. And I think he proved everybody wrong yesterday. And you can see what he has done for the short time he has been with Austria, trying to encourage them to have that dominant style of play. And I think they are the dark horse of the Premier League. Guys, click the like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get involved with the United Way TV. So I think Austria will be the black horse of this tournament, because I really do think that what we are trying to do here, what Rangnick is trying to do with the Austrian team is they are not looking at the face or looking at the paper like of their opponent. What they are doing is when the game starts, they play their football. That is just the way you can move. And this is what Girona did. This is what most of these small clubs who did very well in the league, they are not actually playing and say, oh, we are playing against Barcelona and thinking about Barcelona. They're thinking about the way they want to play, aggressive play. And that is how Ten Hag wants us to play. Ten Hag doesn't want this system of hyping, hyping. In the English league, we hype a lot of players, and when they go down, you, the press, well, the press is not looking about the press in which most of you get your information from. They build up these players, they break them down. So I talked about that on my video in regards to the reaction after the finals. Um, they need to play like William and okay, they need play like William and Todibo and Zex. Okay, I think that's from Tonde Joy. I think he's trying to Tonde Joy. I don't know, girl boy, but I know this name Tonde Joy. Welcome to the stream. He's try. I think what he's writing here is that we need players like William, Nico William. I think Nico William and Todibo and Zexi. But Nico William, it is not, we are not really linked to Nico William. It's just an appreciation. And I want to advise you guys something. The European Cup tournament is a tournament where you should not take it. It shouldn't be a tournament where you go and scout your players. Yes, I do appreciate some players. I really appreciate some performance. Uh, uh, um, I told you guys about an Italian defender who plays for Bologna. Camol, the name has gone out of my head. A very good player. I mean, an Italian player who plays for Bologna, which I really love this player. I discovered him in the World Cup. His performance, I've seen his highlights. But he's really good. He's really good. That's the kind of defender I said. I said it yesterday on the stream. Kalium, like, the name is out of my head, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So I think United, we have to have players that we have scouted the whole season, and this is why I'm telling you guys, you shouldn't scout your players on tournaments. Tournaments are maximum. You have 8 games if you play the finals, or 9. It depends how big it is. So a player can have 5 games which are really intense, right? And you say he's a wild player, but when you go in a league, leagues average 35 games. If a player is consistent in that league, then you get some value on the player. So if you're joining in, guys, let me just do a round up on the video. Zirkzee, who United, this is a deal I think United will do it, because we have already had a personal agreement with Zirkzee, and we are now talking, trying to get an agreement with the agent representing Zirkzee. They want 15 million. United, I think we can break that down. If we can do it to 5 million, that will be fine. That will be free cash on them. Yeah, we've just had welcome Zirkzee, Gazette, Hojland, and Exact change Greenwood to Juventus, Chelsea to Kaiser to United is better for next season. So that's Abebe Deliso. So he says, welcome to Zirkzee, Gay, Kekers, and Holman. An exact change Greenwood to, okay, so Greenwood is going to Juventus, Chiesa to Man United is better for next season. But these are just, I understand, guys. Guys, click the like on the video if you're jumping in. Drop your comments below, because we're closing the stream soon. Well, what Deliso is saying, Abede is saying that United will bring in Zirkzee, Gay, the defenders of the English team who plays for, well, and also Gerkes. I think Gay is a good one. Solid defender. He can play that defense. While he can do well with, he's a right-footed player. He can do well with Licha. Very solid defender. Yeah, but we'll have to negotiate with Crystal Palace. Kerkez, I don't know about Kerkez, because well, I really don't know about this one. Hojland, he will look. I told you guys last year I was in Portugal, in my hotel, FC Porto. I've been told the wife, my hotel. They were advertising this guy like a Messi when Benfica bought him. When not Benfica, when Sporting Lisbon bought him. Was it Sporting Lisbon? Yeah, Sporting. No, was it Sporting Lisbon? Yes, it wasn't Benfica. Sporting. He played for Sporting Lisbon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Uh, yeah, for Sporting. So I mean, the whole week they were advertising this guy, this Hodgland, this guy who plays midfield for Denmark, and we have been hearing that United want to buy this player. I even did a picture on our hotel about this guy. Who is this guy that is so highly rated? So very good holding midfielder. He can do well. They bought him, I think, 30 million euros last season. You see, so if United have to buy in, it will be double that cash. It won't be it will be nothing less than 50 million for that holding midfielder. He's a good six. And for those of you who are thinking, this is why I say you guys in this community, you are fantastic. Because look, for those of you who are talking about buying a player like Hodgland, which means you have seen the problem with United. We had this Casemiro issue that Casemiro, one of the many people might not be talking about this, but one of the biggest problem we had with Casemiro of last season is because Casemiro wasn't in form, wasn't in shape. It wasn't even because Casemiro was injured. Yes, but the most difficult thing was that Casemiro wasn't in shape, and when you have a player like Casemiro who's not in shape, then what do you expect? It wouldn't be a good season. As simple as that. So we really need a holding midfield like an 8. We really need a 6 because with Kobe Mainoo's creativity, I would not like to see Kobe Mainoo play as a 6. Playing Kobe Mainoo as a 6 is a waste of space. I think he is a stake. He's an 8 who can take the ball from the back from the defense, move on, do some tricks, and he will be very profitable. So that's a good. I mean, that is a good one. If we can have two players from there, Abebe Deliso. If we can have two players from there, then that would be a fantastic one. Guys, click a like on the video, smash a like on the video, and share this video on Facebook, share it on TikTok, share it on all social medias. For those of you who share it, come back on our stream tomorrow. Tell me you did share it. And we will see on how we can have a deal. I would love to hear from other fans as well. So talking about midfielders here is, the deal with Casemiro. We have heard Casemiro has come out and said he wants to stay in Manchester United. He wants to fight for his place. And Casemiro is one of those players we were hoping that we might sell. This is it's wonderful. Casemiro, we're hoping that we will sell Casemiro. This is, I don't just know what to say about Casemiro. This is a guy which I call in this community the master casa. When back in the days when I was doing watch along, and I think he was the best player for United 3 seasons ago. Last season he was like, I would say my grandmother was better than him on the pitch physically, and but I just don't know if Casemiro has to stay. Then he has to be really good next season. If not, his relationship with the fan base will drop massively, in my view. Anyway, guys, what have we not spoken about for today? Many better days ahead. We know that Joshua Zirkzee deal, it is reported that it's on the line. Zirkzee might or might not be. We're getting very closer to that deal, to be honest. And you shouldn't lose hope also on Neves deal. We have heard people talking about Nico Williams. United is not in the not a favorite in this deal. For now, we know Arsenal are putting all their energy on it. We know United is ready to trigger that 30 million release clause. Now we are talking to Zirkzee agents to have a deal. We know Manchester United will make a stance, has made already a stance with Gerard Branthwaite that we would not pay that 80 million pound. Why do we pay it? Why are clubs afraid of taking why are clubs afraid of taking that bargain of extra salary for players? Let me say, the thing is that add-ons is the future of football. We have said we wanted 35 plus 8 million outdoors for 21 years, which will be 40 million euros plus 10. So that gives you 50 million euros. That's 45 million pounds. If Manchester United, I'm ending this video to tell you guys, if let me just make it clear. If Manchester United is not ready to walk away for deals, then they will take us for a ride. Well, I wanted to leave, but Joy has come on. You don't talk about our left back. That is true, George. I put my hand behind. But the thing is that I would love United to get a good left back. I don't know if it has to be a priority, and I think United have a plan for that. But the thing we do in fan communities, we don't just talk. I can come here and start telling you about Paul Scholes. We talk about the news. We react to the news. We haven't had any development in the left back so far, which is really concrete. What I want to do here, I don't want to waste people's time talking about what I like. I want to bring people here. We talk about the news. Before the end of the season, nobody was talking about Nico Williams. I think Nico Williams just came up because of the Euros, Tonde, if you understand. And that's why I did mention him. It wouldn't make any sense if I'm coming here and just talking about, oh, United, we need to buy a certain player, which we haven't even scouted. It has to be something which is in the mix. So that's why I'm not talking about the left back, because we haven't had any story about the left back. Again, guys, if you are subscribing to a channel, you have to understand where you are subscribing to. We don't make the news. I can't sit here and tell you what I want. I can tell you what I want in related to what United is trying to do, but I can't just sit here and say I want late Maradona, because it doesn't really make sense. It wastes your time. It wastes my time. So I will end things there. Thanks, Tunde. You are closing it with your comments. Guys, have a lovely weekend. Saturday, sunny at the part of my area of the woods, and make sure you smash a like on the video. It was a great stream. We always try to do 30. We did 48, and that is a record.